Welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of The Road to 10% Body Fat. And dare I say, the second last episode you will ever see in this series. Why? Because I'm close. I'm very close. I'm so close. And you're about to see it. So, I went sub 90. I was 88.8 to 89 kilos. Booked in for my DEXA scan. This was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Booked in for my DEXA scan. If you recall, the last DEXA scan I was quite unhappy with. I was still up around 20%. I had just finished 7 weeks of zero training because of a hurt neck. So basically for those 7 weeks, no creatine, no gym, just eating at a calorie deficit. And as you can remember, I lost a good chunk of lean mass in that weight that was lost. I hypothesized that a lot of that was water weight. Some of it was actual muscle tissue, contractile tissue. But the fact that I was eating at a big deficit and not training for so long, you do lose a lot of lean mass with the fat mass. I think it was like over 6 kilos of lean mass that I had lost in that 10 kilo bracket. Anyhow, I went back to the DEXA. This time I had been training consistently 4 times a week. For almost 12 weeks, for 11 weeks, I think it was. So 11 weeks training 4 times a week, eating in a deficit, getting my steps in, but back on the creatine and lifting weights again. And so I was hoping that I was going to get some newbie gains back because, you have 6-7 weeks off of doing everything. And then you start training 4 times a week. I would hope to put a little bit of lean mass on with that. I was also hoping to put a little bit of lean mass back on with the creatine. And it did not disappoint. So we'll jump straight across into the, look at that chunky skeleton. I'll leave it out. Ooh, we'll jump straight across the DEXA here, starting off with my bone density. As you can imagine, still off the charts. 4 standard deviations. Look at that. 4 standard deviations above average. And not even on the chart. You can't even see because my bones, they're thick, boy. I still got those thick ass bones. Bones are so thick and chunky, which is great. So that was no surprise. It went up a tiny bit, which would be expected after working out again. But let's get to the fun stuff, the body fat percentage. Ooh, looking a bit more svelte now, I dare say. We are sitting at, here it is, 12%. Ooh, 12% body fat, guys. We are getting dangerously close now. 12%. The goal is 10. So back into this. Let's have a quick look at the breakdown here. So 88.887 kilos of lean mass. Now that is my everything that's not fat mass. The fat mass is sitting at 10.6 kilograms. So 10.6 kilos of fat, 88.8 kilos of lean mass sits me at 12% body fat. So very much on the way home here. As I scroll down a bit more, that's just the normal breakdown. You can freeze it there and have a look if you want. It breaks down sort of your left arm, right arm, trunk, left leg, right leg, subtotal, head, total. Body fat percentage for each of those body parts. As well as your lean mass, your bone mineral content, and total mass. So very accurate picture there. So I lied. My lean mass was 78 kilos, obviously. My total mass was 88.8. As we scroll down, this is the fun stuff as well because you get to actually compare the last 4 DEXA scans. And as you can see, from baseline, I've lost 21.5 kilos. It was actually another 2.5, 3 kilos on top of this, because if you recall the first test, I was a little bit below 115. I actually went all the way up to 117.8 before this challenge started. So I've lost, let's say, closer to 24, 25 kilos. The main one was what you're looking at is fat mass. All right. So fat mass, but also it went down from 32.2 kilos all the way down to 10.6. So not much to lose there. A little bit more still, but I'm definitely getting pretty close. In total lean mass as well, this was the worrisome one. The first scan, I'd only lost a little under 2 kilos of lean mass after dropping 10 kilos of body weight. Then I dropped another 10 kilos of body weight, lost 6 kilos of lean mass. dropped another 10 kilos of body weight. So I lied, 5 kilos of body weight, but put on 4.7 kilograms of lean mass. Now that is that creatine, that water weight, plus the contractile tissue, the muscle mass from training consistently for 11 weeks straight without missing a single set, session, or rep. As you can see on this graph on the left, that third scan was really the anomaly. I was keeping my lean mass quite high. It dropped down a fair bit, but it's sort of back on track. And if you were to draw a ruler across those three, the first, the second, and the fourth lines, it's actually almost straight, which is exactly what you want to see, a very low amount of lean mass dropped. And I think this bit's actually quite funny. I'm going to send this across. 1 second. Here we are, just so you can see. These are my 4 DEXA scans. Boy, I was thick. I was so fat. All that yellow, that's all fat mass, guys. All that yellow around there is fat mass. I had some love handles on this big boy. But every single scan, you can see that yellow gets less and less and less. I actually have a waistline now. It's fabulous. All right. And that is the DEXA. So as you can tell, I'm pretty happy with that. We are down from 30% body fat, more or less, down to 12% body fat. I've dropped on DEXA almost 22 kilos of body fat, 30 kilos of weight. And in addition to that, it was actually a little bit more body fat because my original weight did get heavier after that first scan, which I did in November last year. What am I thinking? I'm thinking within the next 1 to 2 weeks, I hit the 10%. So that was from a week and a half ago. I am since down another kilo. I'm 87.5. My goal is to get to 86.5 just to make sure, and then I'm going to take my, hopefully, very last DEXA scan. And I might even take some more progress pictures shirt off for you guys. I don't have any. My wife is away at work, so you don't get any photos of me in my underpants, you perverts. And I know you enjoy that bit the most because as the creator of the video, I can see the most watched part of the video. And quite often you guys just skip ahead to see me in my underpants, which is worrisome to say the least. I appreciate the support, but watch the whole video. Don't just come out to check me in my underpants. I'm not just a piece of meat, guys. I'm a human being, and I have feelings as well. Anyhow, that is all you're going to get from me today. We are not going to do a progress picture. We're not going to do a weigh-in. You will get those all, plus the final DEXA scan, hopefully in less than 2 weeks' time. Just a short video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please follow along, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, help the algorithm, helps this channel grow, and I appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you next time on the road to 10% body fat. I will hopefully be 10% body fat. See you then, guys. Bye.